Hey everyone, how's it going? Really hope you've been enjoying what you've seen so far. You're back with me, April from TTT Luxury, and we have three more virtual FAMs ahead of us just now. We're going to be covering golf, wine, and cultural attractions, presumably not all at the same time because that can be quite dangerous. But firstly, we're going to hear from Great Golf Courses of Australia, where director Elizabeth Sattler and golf expert extraordinaire we'll be chatting to Kate Shanks, who's the operations manager at the legendary New South Wales Golf Club, which is stunningly located at La Perouse. And then she'll be chatting with Penny Sattler, who's the managing director of the Barnbougle Golf Club down in Tasmania, which has just launched one of Australia's newest courses. Both the courses will be showcased in spectacular videos during the session too. Don't forget to answer your poll questions over there. And we will be back live with Elizabeth for some Q&A after this video. Please enjoy.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to our virtual FAMIL today. My name's Elizabeth Sattler and I'm the Executive Officer of the Great Golf Courses of Australia. And we're so excited to have the opportunity to talk a little bit about some of the most premium golf courses in Australia. We're very thrilled to be joined today by Kate from the prestigious New South Wales Golf Course in Sydney. Kate's going to show us a beautiful video and then talk a little bit to the golf course, what makes New South Wales Golf Club so iconic. So welcome, Kate.
Thanks very much for having me, Biz.
Pleasure. We'll jump into this video and then we'll give you an opportunity to give us some information and some behind the scenes knowledge of New South Wales.
Fantastic.
Just 20 minutes from the world-renowned Sydney Opera House and the famous Harbour Bridge lies a piece of golfing heaven. Welcome to New South Wales Golf Club, one of the world's great golfing experiences. Originally laid out by the legendary golf course architect Alister Mackenzie, New South Wales Golf Club has spectacular beauty with sweeping ocean views and a unique coastal environment. With its awe-inspiring natural beauty, outstanding conditioning and requiring various course strategies based on the wind direction, it provides the type of ball striking examination that every golfer relishes. The northeasterly summer breezes, cooler southerlies and westerlies in winter create challenging coastal weather conditions all year round. The stretch of 4 holes from 13 through 16 have been described by some of the world's greatest golfers as simply the best consecutive par 4s in golf. New South Wales Golf Club is ranked at number 14 in the world in the top 100 courses outside the United States by Golf Digest's Top 100. Alister Mackenzie, on designing the course, stated, "At Sydney, I made an entirely new course for the New South Wales Golf Club at a place called La Perouse. This presents, I think, more spectacular views than any other place I know, with the possible exception of the new Cypress Point Golf Course in California." It's our pleasure to show you around our magnificent property.
Impressive video, Kate. So unbelievable. And La Perouse, which is a spot up on the cliffs just outside of Sydney. So perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the location and then some of the things that around the golf course that make it so iconic.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Biz. I think that video pretty much sets the scene for what is truly one of the world's great golfing experiences out here at La Perouse. New South Wales Golf Club, founded in 1928. Obviously, we had the great Alister Mackenzie as our original course designer. Look, it's surrounded on 3 sides by the ocean and then Botany Bay on the other side. I think that video states that those 4 par 4s, 13 through to 16, have also been noted by many golfers and out here on a daily basis that they're some of the best consecutive par 4s in world golf. What that video does also show is our fifth and sixth hole, which I think have also been noted as some of the most scenic holes in golf, as well as challenging. And of course, every day is a challenge out here because the wind tends to come from every single direction and posts some pretty mean feats out there for some people to reach. But it makes it interesting. Every day is different out here. The members of this course are truly unique. They absolutely love this place. It's their home away from home, and they truly love sharing it with the world when they can come over and play.
Amazing. And certainly some absolutely spectacular scenery. So you mentioned that you do have members at New South Wales Golf Course. So New South Wales Golf Club is actually a private member club. However, there are access for international clients, which is probably going to be great for our UK agents out there listening. So can you just talk to us a little bit about the process of booking in for play at New South Wales?
Yes, of course. Luckily for all those visiting from either interstate or internationally, we do have some limited public tee times available. So inquiries can be made through our website or directly by phoning the golf club here. And look, they are limited. So obviously they do book up quite quickly, but we try and get everyone to be out here and experience it. We want to give everyone the opportunity. So yeah, they can just make inquiries through the website or by phoning the club.
Amazing. And we do actually have on our Great Golf Courses of Australia website, a trade and media portal. And on that media and trade portal, we do have the contact details for the club there as well, and an email address for your amazing reservations team, who are always so very helpful and
yes, they are. They're fantastic
for the internationals. So thank you so much. That's fabulous, Kate. Is there anything else that you would like to? But perhaps we could talk a little bit about the amazing clubhouse that you've got there as well, and that's able to be accessed by internationals if they would like to grab some lunch or something after a round.
Yes, definitely. So we've got, look, our kitchen team is absolutely incredible. We've got an executive chef that leads the team, not just with amazing clubhouse food, but we've also got a world-renowned halfway house that provides some amazing fare there for after you pass through the front nine. So everything out here is truly an experience. The food is absolutely fantastic, and everyone from around the world knows just how good it is out here. So the clubhouse is open to all visitors and guests. And of course, there's state-of-the-art locker rooms and practice facilities here as well. We've got a fully undercover range that's fully accessible. We've got multiple putting greens and a fantastic chipping facility as well. So warm-up's never an issue out here. So it's good to come out and get the full golf experience out here. Absolutely.
And after a warm-up and all those challenging holes into the wind, I think a drink in the clubhouse will be well deserved afterwards.
There's some great Australian beers on tap here, don't you worry. And we've also got a fantastic Australian gin selection as well.
That's what we like.
No, the bar's fully stocked at all times, don't you worry.
The celebrations and commiserations.
Yes, exactly.
And one last point we'll just make quickly is that obviously we've spoken about New South Wales Golf Course being at La Perouse, which is very close to the Sydney CBD.
Yes.
So very accessible for international guests who would like to stay in Sydney, down around the harbour, taking the Opera House and the bridge and the restaurants around the city. And then they can easily just transfer out to the golf club. So how far is it driving out from, say, if you said we're staying in Sydney City?
So look, very, very accessible. The airport's very close by. It's only if you come straight from the airport, it's 15 minutes. The city's only 20 to 25-minute drive. And of course, then we've got the famous Bondi Beach and the eastern suburbs beaches that are also only 20 minutes away. So your options for staying in world-class accommodation in world-class scenic areas is endless, and very close by the golf club, which is also very handy.
Goodness, a round of golf at New South Wales Golf Club and then a quick dip at Bondi. I don't know if we could do a better day. You?
I don't believe so, but I might be a little biased.
Sounds pretty good to me. Well, thank you so much, Kate. We really appreciate your time today. It's been wonderful to learn a little bit more about the magnificent New South Wales Golf Club, and I'm sure we will have lots of very eager visitors from the UK reaching out to book some tee time soon.
Look, I don't think there's anything better than a summer over in the UK, but a summer down here at La Perouse nearly beats it. So we welcome you all over very soon. Thanks very much, Biz.
Thanks so much, Kate. Great. So now we are going to skip down to Tasmania, and I am very proud to introduce Penny Sattler from Barnbougle. If you think she looks a little bit like me, that would be because we are actually sisters. So welcome, Pen. It's nice to see you on Zoom today.
Hi, Viz. Thank you for the lovely introduction.
So Penny is the General Manager down at Barnbougle, and we're very excited to have a quick video to show you for a new addition to the property, which launched during COVID, actually, a new par 3 14-hole golf course, Bougle Run. So Pen, we might just show this quick video and then we'll have a little bit of a chat to you about the golf course and the facilities down there.
Sounds great.
Wonderful. Well, it's very exciting to have a new golf course down at Barnbougle. So for those that aren't aware, Barnbougle is a links golf facility on the northeast coast of Tasmania. We currently have 2 full 18-hole links golf courses, both rated in the top 100 in the world, and then the new addition of Bougle Run. So Pen, can you talk to us a little bit about Bougle Run and when it opened, perhaps the golf course designer and what we were hoping to achieve by introducing that short course to the facility?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you've already mentioned, Biz, Bougle Run's a 14-hole par 3 short course. There's 12 par 3s and 2 par 4s. I think it's just a really nice addition, we felt, to the Barnbougle property with 2, full-size golf courses. The addition of something that was short and quite quick to play meant that you could fit an afternoon round in or an evening round in or a quick round in, the morning that you left. So it was really kind of finishing off a really great golf weekend at the property and something a little bit different. Travelling overseas, I think that it was something that we found that seemed to work really well at other golfing properties and was something that would really complement what we already had here. The designer's Bill Corp, so he's also the designer of the Lost Farm Golf Course, a fabulous American, and obviously one of the best in the world. So very lucky to have had Bill along for the ride, which was certainly a ride because we started building at the beginning of COVID, actually. So Bill came out in December 2019 and designed the golf course, and we started in the February of 2020. So Australia was shut down to basically international visitors and sent home anyone that wasn't an Australian resident in March 2020. So we continued building with just one of Bill's crew, who was actually an Australian-born guy, and the Barnbougle team. So Bill didn't set his foot on the ground here at Barnbougle until after it was actually completed. The new golf course was completed. So that was quite a monstrous effort from everybody, and I think a great little story. So it was done over video calls and a lot of videos and pictures back and forth from here to the States, and we're very, very proud of the final product, and we think it's a really lovely addition to the Barnbougle team, Barnbougle complex as well.
Absolutely. It's like the virtual version of golf architecture, isn't it?
Well, that's exactly right. Maybe it's the modern way.
No, we still want to see Bill come down. He's such a nice guy.
He is a great guy.
And so Boogle Run has actually been the first short course in Australia to make the Australia Top 100 golf course rankings. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? That's pretty exciting.
It is. It's really exciting. I think we feel really lucky because I think they might have actually adjusted the criteria a little bit when they saw Boogle Run and realised that it was something that really needed to be added. So very fortunate that they were flexible in the kind of criteria for determining the rankings, and yeah, very proud that it's kind of the first short course, and all the Barnbougle courses are in that list. I think it's an amazing achievement, really.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So we're a little bit different down there to some of the other top golf courses in Australia in that we're totally public access. So can you talk to us a little bit about perhaps the booking procedure? Is there any requirements for guests who are looking to come down to Australia to play golf at Barnbougle? So obviously they can stay on site. So perhaps you could just elaborate a little bit on the accommodation facilities and, any requirements around making bookings.
Yeah, absolutely. So Barnbougle, I think the aim of it as well is to be somewhere that's really open for everybody to play and be able to access. And that's something that we've always been really passionate about, really welcoming and accessible to everybody that's, happy to visit, basically. The accommodation varies. So there's kind of 3-star cottages at the dunes all the way up to kind of 5-star luxury villas, which are located in the sand dunes. So there's kind of something for everyone, I think, in terms of affordability and also star ranking for accommodation. And in terms of golf, it really just needs to book a tee time. So the peak season is kind of October through till the end of March, end of April. So we certainly recommend that if someone was coming during that time that they would secure a tee time, because it really does get very busy. And then during the winter, we're open all year round, so you can certainly come and play. It's a little cooler, but it's still very beautiful. And you just have to book that one online or ring one of the team, and they'd love to book it in for you. Certainly love to have anybody all year round.
Well, seeing we're talking to our lovely UK agents, I'm sure they're used to a little bit cooler weather. So
we're very similar to the UK. So you feel just
but we don't get snow, so you can definitely play all year round.
Exactly right.
That's amazing. And so what is the easiest way to get to Barnbougle, Pen? Because it is a little bit remote compared to some of the golf courses located near CBD locations.
That's exactly right. So it's not too difficult. There are multiple ways to get to Barnbougle. Commercially, you can fly into Launceston, which is about an hour away. There's multiple airlines that fly into there. So, kind of 10 flights a day, I think, from Melbourne, which is quite convenient. We also have an airstrip here where you can fly in directly. So there's a couple of different airlines that fly in, mostly from Melbourne, and they're private charter flights. They're really convenient, work around your timing and how much golf you want to play, so you can fit in an extra rounds in the evening before you fly off, which is certainly, I think, something that people really find that works really well for them, and has certainly worked really well for us. So
yeah, that's amazing. And we definitely see a lot of golfers coming and making the most of those direct charters in, and especially internationals as well, because obviously that means there's no hire cars. So we do have buses transfers on site, don't we, so that they can take them from the airstrip and between the two facilities.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much, Pen. Is there anything else you would like to add about Barnbougle or say to all the agents that we're chatting to in the UK today?
I just think that we're, really excited to be open to the international market again, and please come and visit us. We'd love to look after you and show you a little Barnbougle hospitality.
Absolutely. Good old-fashioned Tasmanian hospitality.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Pen. We really appreciate your time. And to everybody listening, thank you so much for our visiting us and seeing the virtual Famil over the last 2 sessions. And I look forward to speaking to you in the live Q&A shortly. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Hey, Biz, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Super, thanks. Good evening. Thanks for staying up late late-ish to join us. We really do appreciate your time. Thanks for the videos. We've
My
already
pleasure.
had some questions, actually. We've obviously got some pros in the house. So I might just jump into those first, just because we want to make sure the agents get their questions dealt with. Paul asks, do you require a handicap to play at the course? I think he was talking about New South Wales, but maybe just tell us about both.
Yeah, you do. Particularly, so not all the golf courses in Australia, but because the Great Golf Courses is a collection of those very exclusive private clubs, we do recommend that you have a handicap. And part of the reason for that is if you're learning to play golf and it's not something you do a lot, if you're not an avid golfer, it's just going to be too hard and your clients won't have a fun time. So we recommend this is very much suited for, the type of clients who are out playing, St Andrews and Carnoustie and the similar sort of golf courses through the UK.
Yeah, the ones who know their stuff. I'm assuming, obviously, if these guys are traveling down there, they don't have their own equipment with them, and they can easily hire the golf clubs and that kind of thing from each one they want to visit. That's as Jacqueline asked.
Absolutely.
Sure, okay. And Julie asked, could you give us an idea of green fees?
Yes. Now, it does depending on the golf course, just like a hotel. So anywhere from Barnbougle, so the short course at Barnbougle is 80 Australian dollars, so pretty good when you convert it into the pound. But when you're looking at a full round on the either of the 18-hole courses at Barnbougle, so the 3 courses there, obviously in total, you're looking at more like 169 Australian dollars. And then for somewhere like New South Wales, it's up more around $450, $500. And the difference in that is really because New South Wales is a private club. So they have members and members access. So it's much more difficult to be able to access those golf courses, not for internationals, but for domestic. So domestically, people from interstate can't really go and play on a course like New South Wales or a course like Royal Melbourne, whereas Barnbougle is public access. So it's, just like a hotel, if you make the reservation and there's availability, you can get in.
Gotcha. Okay. And somebody has asked, where did the name Boogle Run come from for the course, the new one?
It is, well, I think because it's a short course, we thought you could do it fast, and Boogle is the end of Barnbougle, which is our family property. So we could sort of run Barnbougle. So we sort of would, when we were building it, we'd say, oh, run Boogle run, and that's kind of stuck, I think.
Wow, why not? Why not? How do any of them get their names right?
Correct. I don't know. We're very strange in Tasmania. I can't actually explain some of the logic behind the reason, but anyway.
And Jacqueline actually says it looks a tough course for a short course, quite hilly. Is that how would you describe?
Yes, definitely. So I think when a lot of people think about short courses, and in the past it has been like this as well, they sort of think it's quite easy, maybe not like a putt, but like something that is you can go out and learn on, and you can go and learn on Boogle Run, but it's definitely just a condensed version of a really high level golf course. So it was designed by the same golf architect that designed the Barnbougle Lost Farm course, Bill Core, so a very well-known US golf architect. So it's certainly, we haven't cut any corners in terms of its architecture. It's just like a miniature version. So it's definitely will challenge players of all abilities.
Yeah, makes sense. And Tracy, I think, has just maybe arrived and didn't see the answers earlier. We said about needing a handicap, and we said, yes, you do need a handicap, and clubs are available to rent, and necessary equipment people can get when they're at the clubs, which is good. Okay, so I have a couple of my own little questions here. I noticed on your website you talk about signature courses, premier courses, and unique courses. Could you tell us a little bit about the difference for those perhaps who aren't golfers amongst us?
Sure. So when we started Great Golf Courses of Australia, we really found that we were talking to two quite distinct markets. So the golfers that were coming down and they had their bucket list of courses and they knew exactly what courses they wanted to play, and they were coming to Australia and they were coming on a golf trip and that's what they
Yeah.
wanted to do. And then there were people that were coming with their families on a trip to Australia, and they might have wanted to go and see the reef and go to the Gold Coast and do some other tourism experiences, but they might try and sneak a couple of rounds in while they were there and were at the beach. So basically, the signature courses are the very exclusive World Top 100, either private access. They are, some are public golf courses, but very highly ranked, have exceptional quality of design, maintenance, and are very much that, I guess you would say, our 5-star, 5-6-star golf product. The Premier courses are still really good golf courses, but they're just probably not quite as exclusive. They're a little bit more regionally located, and they do tend to be in tourism hotspots. So they're a little bit more to cater for that market, for people who are coming. They want to just try and sneak another round in because they've got a bit of time. And so it just gives some options for agents who are looking for things in different regions where guests might be staying.
Okay.
And then the unique, they're very much things that you couldn't do anywhere but in Australia. So an example of a unique golf course is the Nullarbor Links, which is the longest golf course in the world at over 1,300 kilometres. You don't have to walk between holes, so don't worry about that, though good exercise. But yeah, so again, it's kind of a bit of a novelty, and it's in some points it is a media talking point, and just things that are of interest and might be fun to include in an itinerary. So yeah, so they're more very interesting, unique facilities that you wouldn't be able to do anywhere else in the world.
Sure. Okay. And we mentioned there a little bit about places to stay. You know, there are 5-star villas in the dunes down there at Barnbougle sounded amazing. Would you say many of the golf courses have sort of premium accommodation that's easy to book together? You know, for those who are perhaps coming just for the golf and they can stay nearby.
I would say most don't have accommodation on site, and part of the reason for that is many of them are really close to major metropolitan areas. So there's 8 top golf courses in Melbourne within 30 minutes of the CBD. Very easy to stay at a hotel in the city and just transfer back and forward. In Sydney, the same thing. So New South Wales is one of 4 courses that we work with in Sydney, all within 15 to 30 minutes of the harbour. So you can stay down, overlooking the harbour, enjoy the restaurants and shopping of Sydney, and then go and play your golf during the day. The ones that are regionally located that are, say, maybe an hour from a major metropolitan centre, they will have accommodation on them.
Gotcha. Okay. And we're running out of time. Oh, no, that's went so quickly. But Samantha asked, does Broome, Western Australia, still have a 9-hole golf course? Do you know that one?
I don't know, I'm afraid. I don't know. It's not part of the collective that we work with, but I'm sure Google will be able to help us answer that question. So I'm sorry, Samantha, I don't know off the top of my head.
And I assume on the website there's amazing tools and things for the trade section for agents to access info and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a media portal which you just have to create a login because it is for industry only. We don't do consumer facing. And so you'll be able to access golf course rates at commissionable prices, images, brochures, information about availability, day of the week, dress code, anything that you might need. Log in and it's all on that media portal. And of course you can email me too if you would like to.
Okay, yeah. And don't forget we have the virtual booth back out in the lobby for golf courses, which have all the information you could need to share details and inspire your clients to go play golf in Australia. Thank you so much for your time, Biz, and for your sister, and obviously lovely Kate doing those sessions with you. We'll see you next in the Ultimate Wineries experience. So we'll see you in a second. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.